It's Rob Rowan here again, and in this video we're going to go over the buffs that we just got for Rain. Or should I say buff. And before I start, I do just want to clarify and say that along with, I think, everyone else, I'm extremely disappointed in this release and patch. But this video isn't about that, so I'm not going to go too much into it. Let's talk about the buff that we got for Rain. So there's only one noticeable buff, and that's the change to the Weather God ball. And that is now, it doesn't despawn when Rain gets hit out of it, which is actually a big buff, because this is a pretty useful move, but in a zoning war, it became pretty annoying, because anytime you would try to trade things or whatever, if the opponent's projectile hit you, it would just disappear and they wouldn't get hit at all. Now you can see, if I'm trying to zone out with this Raiden, he will throw a projectile, but if the Weather God projectile does spawn before my projectile hits him, it'll still actually come out, and that is a big buff, because usually that's the only reason why I would use this stupid projectile, which is a high and, you know, just as extremely slow, and doesn't cover the sky like this mid one does. The reason you would use this one is because it does have that effect where it doesn't despawn if you trade. See, I can hit Rain out of it, but it'll still trade with Raiden, which made it a lot more useful in zoning wars, because when you're throwing projectiles back and forth, you don't want it so that if you get hit, you just get completely nullified. That is really, really bad. And now, we don't have to have that caveat to our best projectile. So now, honestly, I think most of our zoning is going to be done with the Weather God Ball. You can choose which direction it goes at, it works at hitting people out of the air, it's a mid, it has a better knockdown, it's basically better than this projectile in every way now. And that just makes the things that it was already good at really good. So like, it already had like a really interesting potential in this kind of situation where it's like a safe launching mid projectile that puts him in the air. So we had things like this where if you do it after pokes and the opponent tried to like counter poke you, like to punish my down 3. So pretend, oh, he's trying to punish it. Nope. I go into the air, go over their low pokes, and then you hit him, and then you can go for a full combo, depending on what cameo you have, or just a simple jump kick. Then also, yeah, if you're like over in this distance, of course, there is the effect that now you can just throw them out a lot more easily, and you'll actually hit the opponent and get a decent knockdown. And I think this may slightly change which cameos you like to choose with Rain, because if you're getting a lot more water balls and getting that knockup from them, you may choose to prioritize a cameo like Scorpion, who lets you get a little bit of a conversion off of stuff like this. Especially if you're around this distance, Scorpion lets you go for a full combo. And there we go. So now we're getting like 30% anytime we manage to hit this water ball, and now we're of course going to be hitting it a lot more often. And after this poke stuff, where we hit it around this distance, depending on where you are, you can either get your full jump combo, or you might just have to go for some jumping attacks like jump kick string, or you're jumping 1 if you're slightly closer because you can't connect a jumping 2 here. But depending on what cameo you have, that can also lead to a full combo. If you have anything like a Sonya or a Scorpion or a Chameleon in Melina form, you can get a full combo from this. So yeah, that's the only change. Basically, we're just going to be spamming Water Ball a little bit more because it's better as a projectile, and it's going to be better, slightly better at these close range weird times that we use it as well, because there's a chance that if the opponent does try to hit us out of it, even if they do hit us, we're still going to bonk them and might still get a full combo. Coolio. But yeah, unfortunately that's it, but it's kind of cool. Thanks so much for watching, I'll see you in the next one, bye!